Not there, in a kingdom where the king had only one daughter. And he loved her dearly. She was the apple of his eye. Whatever she wished for, whatever she wanted, the king would provide her with. And soon the whole kingdom knew that what the princess wishes, the princess gets. And so it went on for many, many years. But at one point, the king found himself in his beloved rose garden just wandering around. It was spring, and he heard the birds tweeting, the bunnies were hopping, and the roses were blooming, and everything was just filled with this loved spring mood. And there the king thought to himself, what my daughter really needs in her life to make her life complete, her happiness complete, is of course a husband. Yeah, because this is exactly what we need, right? A man. So this is what the king thought. He was a hell of a joy for his wife, so he wanted this as well for his daughter. So he thought it was a fantastic idea. He went directly to the castle. And I see we have loads of ladies today. It isn't hard now to imagine that the princess wasn't that happy to hear this now. It's like, oh, okay. So the king said, so I want you to marry. And the daughter said, oh, father, I'm not too sure about this, you know. I'm quite young. I might settle for a puppy, but a husband, I'm not too sure. And he said, enough. Today, it's what the king wishes, the king gets, and I want you to have a husband. You will see, it will make your life complete. Many married people today. So the daughter realizes now, the princess, oh God, I can't change his mind now. Okay, how can I get out of this? And she has an idea. All right, father, I'm happy to try this, but under one condition. I want this future husband to bring me a blue rose, an object no one has seen ever before. And if he can bring me this, I'm more than happy to give him my hand for marriage. And the father, of course, agrees to this, and the princess turns on the heel, walking away, thinking to herself that it's still true that what the princess wishes, the princess gets. Doesn't matter what the father says. So she walks away, and in fact, the word was spread now, but it will take many, many weeks until the first candidate is coming. And it is in fact one of the richest men in the country who heard it, and very quickly he bought a porcelain factory, and there he ordered the workers to make a beautiful blue rose out of porcelain. And as soon as it was done, he went now to the castle. He presented the rose to the princess, to the king, and the princess took the rose, looked at it, and dropped it to the floor, and it fell down into 1,000 pieces. What is this you brought me? This is not a rose. Look at it. It's such a mess. I'm sorry. You haven't fulfilled your task. And the bad boy has to go. Many months later, the next candidate finally arrives, and it is in fact a very handsome prince from the kingdom next door who heard about the challenge. And as it happens, he had a nice sapphire in his nice treasure box. So he took that sapphire out, he demanded his people to make a nice rose out of it, and with this he's now coming to the castle. He's presenting it to the king, to the princess. The princess takes the rose, has a look at it, and says, what is this you brought me? I have jewelry enough. I don't really need this. This is not a blue rose. You haven't fulfilled your task. And the prince has to go, and everybody in the country knows that never will ever marry this princess, because what the princess wishes, the princess gets. And so it went on now for many, many months. And in fact, we're joining the story again. We're again in spring in the next year. And the princess is happily in the castle, still not married. But here comes the next candidate. And it isn't a millionaire, and it isn't a prince. It's in fact a very old man coming towards the castle, his long bushy beard all the way. He has a blue rose. Good man, Count. All right, darling. I brought you this. I'm an alchemist, you see. It took a while, but I made it happen. Have a look on you go, and I'm ready to be your wife. That's what I mean. The princess takes the rose. No, it's a real rose. She thinks how she can get out of this now, and there suddenly a white butterfly is flying through the window, settling down on the blue rose, and the butterfly turns blue as well and drops dead to the floor. A poisoned rose you gave me? I don't think so. This is not what I asked for. I'm sorry, you haven't fulfilled your task. The old man has to go, it takes him. But he goes. And the princess turns on the heel, happily singing along, because she knows whatever the princess wishes, the princess gets. So she will never be married, she will stay independent. So she's running out now into the rose garden, and just like her father the year before her, she enjoyed the love spring mood. She heard the birds tweeting, the bunnies were hopping around, and the roses were blooming, and she was just happy all over. But there, suddenly, she heard it. A beautiful, manly voice coming from behind the hedges. She has never heard such a wonderful voice before, singing a gorgeous song. Surely, the man who is singing this must be as handsome as his voice, no? So she has a look now to see how the boy looks like. And after a little hunt through the bushes, there she finds him just behind on the other side. And wow, there he sits. Nice, thick black hair, blue eyes, muscles all over. What a guy. The princess is absolutely taken with him. The boy is looking up now. Blue eyes meet brown eyes. And what can I tell you? It is love at the very first sight. They're both feeling it. The boy is now going up to share the first sweet kiss. The princess is leaning down. But just before their lips are reaching, she turns away in sadness and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I feel it too. But I can't be with you, you see. I promised my father and my country that I would never marry a man unless he brings me a blue rose. And the princess can't break her promise. You see, I made it because I didn't want to marry. I had no idea that you would be out there waiting for me." The boy has heard about this, of course, before, but now seeing the princess, he's more determined than ever to fulfill the task. And he was a clever lad as well. So what he did now was, he jumped over the hedge, he picked one of the roses, he held it in front of the princess, and he said, "Don't worry, my princess. Don't you see that this rose is blue?" And the princess, she looks into this blue eyes and she says, "Indeed, this rose is indeed blue." And they got married the very same day. Because you all know by now that what the princess wishes, the princess gets. I would like to introduce Jan, who brings us a lovely tale which is called The Universe.